We're gonna talk about who are the best perimeter defenders, you know what I'm saying, and what are they worth on the market. So what you thinking, Zoe? What you thinking? Because I know this is something you really been uh
Look.
getting
Best
into.
perimeter like this topic is important to me because I think perimeter defense has been underrated, so underrated. It hasn't been talked about a lot because perimeter defense isn't flashy. You aren't getting the blocks at the rim. You don't really get put on Sports Center for blocking somebody trying to lay the ball up or in the men's league dunk. So perimeter defense has kind of like become obsolete as far as like just being showcased. But perimeter defense wins championships. Rim protection helps, but perimeter defense wins championships. So to me, perimeter defense in the WNBA at this juncture of where the
Mhm.
WNBA is going to be
Right.
so important because if you look at the way the game is teetering, you're getting a lot of more shooters, not a lot of post play. You look at all the main bigs in the WNBA, they're starting to shoot the elbow shot. They're trying to get to their little ISO on the wings. They're trying to do the sharp corner pull-ups. Like they're getting more into their bag of putting the ball on the floor. You got the Fees, the Stewies, the Asias. You know what I'm saying? They get more into putting the Thomas, even the Brianna Jones, like even the BGs, they putting the ball on the floor more. When BG used to be back to the basket, you even see her in 3-on-3. She's trying to shoot threes. She's trying to go ISO. So 3-on-3, unrivaled is literally thank you, unrivaled. Unrivaled is literally highlighting how important perimeter defense is.
Facts.
It's literally highlighting it. It's like it's literally showing you. So hopefully going into the WNBA season this year, fans are going to start paying attention to perimeter defensive players and giving them more props. Uh my top 3 perimeter defenders in the WNBA currently is, I would say, Dejanay Carrington. She hasn't showcased it in her rival yet, but Ariel Atkins, Dejanay Carrington, and crazy thing, I'm gonna go Alyssa Thomas. I'm gonna go Alyssa Thomas because she's able to guard on the perimeter. She's not the quickest, but
Mhm.
she's very smart. If you watch the way she guards on the perimeter, she's very smart. Um, and McBuckets, Kayla McBride is right on the
Man,
outside looking in of my top
nah.
3. She right on the outside. McBuckets is a
Big
one of the most underrated perimeter defenders
woo.
in the league. Key don't agree
Passionate
with me,
about her,
y'all.
man.
As y'all can see by her face, she over here hyperventilating. I can't wait to
Yes.
hear her top 3. She over here hyperventilating. She needs to go drink some water. I don't know what's going on with her over there. It must be hot. It must be hot where she at. But look, Dejanay Carrington is the dog of perimeter defenders. Like
Facts.
she's the dog, right?
Facts.
She's the dog. Ariel Atkins, I call her the consistency. She's look at her accolades. She's consistency on the perimeter. Year in, year out, she brings it. She's always in the mix, year in and year out. Like I said on my film breakdown, Ariel Atkins is the first player, perimeter or anchor, first player in WNBA history to make an all defensive team in her first 5 years. First and only. So I call her Miss Consistency on the perimeter. And Alyssa Thomas, I call her in and out. Miss In and Out. She can go inside and out. She's
Mhm.
underrated. She's very, very talented as far as her IQ. She doesn't get enough credit for her IQ. I
Oh
never
man.
hear when people talk Alyssa Thomas, they never say anything about her IQ. She's very smart. She plays passing lanes. She'll
Yeah.
let you think you got to post up, and she'll pull a chair at the last minute. Like
Mhm.
her defense is very underrated. But
Facts.
as you can see, her accolades are there. First team,
Mhm.
second teams, like, but she's underrated as far as her IQ on defense goes. McBuckets is right out there though. Key McBuckets. I'm excited for her this year because I think she's going to take another jump. I think this year she can make an all defensive team. I think this year McBuckets has an opportunity to make an all defensive team because they're going to be just as good. You think about the player movement that's been around the league as far as guards. She gonna have more opportunity to make a name for herself this year, and as the league expands. So I think she has a chance to make all defense this year. But we got the dog, Miss Consistency, and Miss In and Out. That's my top three. Who you got?
Look, we gonna get into it. Hey, Superfly J, appreciate the super chat. Shout out to you, always holding it down for sure on my page. Always love it when you come through. Thank you so much for the $3 super chat. Hey, Paper Sack Brown, 9.99 super chat says salute Key and Zoe. Great content as always. Hey, that's the best compliment. That is the best compliment. Hey, we appreciate both of y'all.
All I ask is when you lay your head on that pillow at night, know I gave you everything I had.
All right, all right, all right, all right. Look,
You got the flow. You got the
you
flow.
touched on you touched on everything. Your top three is fine. Like I ain't even that's not it. That's not it for me. I was salivating at the mouth per se. Because I just think Mick Buckets is not talked about enough. Like, whoa, like her perimeter defense, man, she gonna cut somebody water off. Now, I don't know if she's just been finally on the Minnesota Lynx, finally kind of finding her place, or I'm not sure. I gotta go back and check that out, y'all. But McBuckets, she was important. A lot of people downplayed her in the championship games, but her defense was absolutely consistent. And you could look at Sabrina's numbers if you want to debate about it. I mean, she cut Sabrina's water off. Seriously, cut it clean off. I think McBuckets is absolutely underrated. I think what you said about perimeter defense being underrated as well is definitely a huge thing. I think a lot of people when they think of defense don't even put perimeter defense in that realm. They look at other things, blocks, certain, you know what I mean, certain stuff like you said, rim protectors, things like that. But perimeter defense is absolutely important. So Dejanay Carrington for sure. I'm in agreement. Look, I'm high on McBride, so McBride is gonna go. You know what I mean?
You got it in
Gonna
your
go.
top three?
Yeah, she gonna go on my top
Okay.
three right now. Like I love her. I love what she does. Um, I just got to see it for myself. So it might be a little biased, but I got to see it for myself. As far as Ariel, I haven't gotten to see it yet. I did watch Washington play last year. Don't get me wrong, but they never was on like a main stage for me to really just see. You know what I mean? Her just showcase that talent of hers. But I look forward to seeing it for sure, and maybe changing my mind. Um, and then who is my third? I think I have to give it to AT as well. And I don't even understand how people don't talk about her IQ per se. I don't know if maybe they do talk about it, but in a different way. They don't use the words IQ. I think when they mention the fact that she can guard 1 through 5 and her being the point forward she is, I think they know her IQ is amazing, but maybe they don't really harp on it. And that is something that they should. When she retires, that's gonna be her biggest thing. Like
Yeah.
I mean, on both ends of the court, she is extremely impactful. I'll say this: people better be happy them shoulders need surgery. Seriously, because if she
Hey,
had
she'll be up there.
a
She'll
deep,
be up there.
yeah, man, her offensive game, it will be a wrap, lights out for a lot of people. You know what I'm saying? So I have to give it to AT. People know how I feel about Angel, though. You know what I mean? But I can't give it to her just yet. She gonna have to really continue this and show how much of a dog she is on the defensive end. But Angel always talks about the fact that she feels like her defense isn't talked about enough, and that's something she's always working on. So I hope to have her up there one year
She's
for
in my top
sure.
10. She's in my top. Angel doesn't play on the perimeter enough for to get in
Enough.
my top 10 yet.
That's that's
Like
that's what I'm saying.
she's great. She got great hands. I think my opinion is Angel Reese has the best hands in the WNBA,
Yeah.
just pound for pound, best hands. She just doesn't. She doesn't have enough tape on the perimeter for me. I
Facts.
know she's been
Facts.
doing it on Rival because it's 3-on-3, but we talking about in the league
In
itself.
the league. Yeah, no, facts. And that was my thought process too. Like, can't really put her in there because she's not out there enough. You know what I mean? That's not somewhere
Yeah.
she's not a three for real. You know what I mean? So
And you got to have some
She's
accolades. You got to have the
yeah,
accolades. You
yeah,
got it.
for sure,
That's what
for
I
sure.
combine. I combine accolades and what I see.
Yeah, we'll see the potential of it, but that's my top three. I for sure hope they showcase more how important perimeter defense is this year, because for sure you're gonna be seeing a lot of stretching the floor this year. I think they've really Atlanta, Chicago Sky. I think Seattle is trying it. However, how that goes, I don't
Yeah.
know. But I think a lot of these teams are really trying to stretch the floor, man. Freaking LA Sparks. So
Yeah.
perimeter defense is going to be even more important this year than last year, and we gonna see, hey, who got it and who don't. So
We'll
I'm
see.
excited. I'm excited. I'm excited to see that. I'm excited to see um just a little bit more of that showcase, and see who really has the talent. Maybe some people I never really noticed or whatever might figure it out and put some people on an island. You know what I'm saying? So I look forward to seeing that this next WNBA season, dog. But let's talk about who didn't have damn perimeter defense.
Yes, let's.